Yes, it's now got a nicotine addiction.
All right, so let me see. Tommy, you are a.
Hello, top TV's on.
What's your profession?
Who's?
You,
Charlie.
Tommy.
You like the donkeys, you do. Oh, I'm a luchador, a wrestler.
Okay, a wrestler, and you're a zealot. Okay. So then we're gonna go ahead and say that. Um, okay, are you gonna be original from Mexico or
No.
no? Okay.
I'm originally from I think Arkham, but he trained over in Mexico and everything. So
Okay.
he trained luchador style in Mexico,
Okay.
and then came back to the United States to bring it to the United States.
Great. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and say that then you had a family member that went missing over there in town, and I guess if you don't have any better ideas, Jake, then maybe the same thing happened to you, or the or maybe you knew some of the group members, and maybe one of the ones that just passed.
Ooh, I. Oh, what is it? Okay. Um, I worked with. I worked with my previous character.
Oh, yeah, and my
uh,
guy obviously
All right, perfect. So
made
maybe once
money.
maybe you spoke to your previous character about potentially traveling over there to
yeah.
assist, and now you will be traveling, and ultimately both of you arrive. You were traveling together. You came through, by plane, and when you arrive, ultimately you start looking for the group, for the people that you know, and then Tommy, you don't necessarily know anything about a group, but you do know.
Well, I would have known Tommy Feds was here.
Huh?
I would have known that Tommy Feds was here because he's part of the gang.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
Oh,
then
you're
you would have
another Tommy,
known
right?
that you would have spoke with Tommy. Tommy probably would have told you who he was hanging out with and frequenting. So I guess you guys will, once you arrive, you'll go to the airport,
Hmm.
and I mean you will go to the house,
Hmm.
and at the house they would tell you that everyone else, including your other characters, went to visit the farm. That would have been the last thing that the
Oh,
the mansion's butler would have heard.
we're going into the house.
Well, into the mansion where you're
Not
staying.
into the
I
house. Just. Oh, okay.
Right.
Oh,
I
Murphy
make my
House. Got it.
entrance. I start flipping about.
All right, that house. And ultimately, the butler will say, "Well, oh wow, you're a very large man. Um, can I help you with something, fella?"
Yes, I am here to find my longtime ally and friend. One sec. Need to do a roll. He's
Okay,
successful in his pose. And I am
who-
here to find the one and
Nice.
only Tommy Feds.
Oh, Tommy, yeah, he's staying with us. There's a whole group of people staying with us now. I believe they headed to the O'Leary's farm. They were going to meet with Timothy O'Leary, I'm gonna ask him some questions about. I don't know what exactly. I'm not sure exactly what's going on there, but here's the location. You guys can go and meet him over there. I am sure everybody will be still there. Normally, Tommy likes to do he's very generous. He likes to show people around. I know of groups that have spent about 4 to 6 hours at the farm just checking it out.
4 to 6 hours, you say?
Well, it is very big.
Do you guys happen to have any meat? I would very much like to eat and introduce myself, please.
Well,
Stand in before us.
no, we don't have any food prepared at the moment, but I'm very sure that at the farm they have meat. And we do have meat that we can prepare for dinner, but we just don't have anything made right now.
Okay. Off to the farm I shall go. And he will turn to Edward and go, "Nice to meet you. I am the wonderful Tommy Fists."
My name is Mr. Bow. Edward Allen Bow. Nice to meet you.
As you do look at Tommy Fists, as the picture presents, he is literally wearing a cape and mask and no shirt.
And the butler says, "Wait, so both of you didn't know each other?" And so then Mr. Bow, well, what are you doing here? Who are you? How did you get to this place?
I'm here to look for Loretta. She was learning about stuff from me. And I was meaning to return books, but she said she headed off to here.
Oh, okay, yeah. She's definitely with the group. She's been very fond of some sort of book that she's been reading. I don't know about what it seems like some sort of science fiction, but she is with the rest of the posse, and they went to the farm. I don't know exactly the details of the farm's visit, but I'm sure you gentlemen will be finding out easily. I gave the large muscled gentleman the details of the address where the farm is. So unfortunately, we did provide the other guys with the truck, the only vehicle available. So you may have to whether walk there or you may have to. We can call you a taxi. There's 2 taxis over here in town.
I need to get my running miles in anyway.
Okay. All right. Well, here's some water for the road, and I hope to see you guys later. Just be careful. This place it's not always the safest place around.
At this point,
And I take a taxi.
no, you will run with me. Good, strong man that you are.
I wouldn't call myself strong.
It's all in the mind. You will soon be as strong as powerful as me. You will learn how to be truly fearless. And he's going to grab your hand and start walking you out. Well, grab your arm and you out.
All right. So it will take you. Let's see.
Wait, is there a chance that when we head out, the other party would already be heading back.
No, not yet. Not yet, because the other party has a lot to do up there. When the
Oh, okay.
1D2.
Could we like retro?
So it'll
Could
take
we,
you
like,
about 2 hours
do
to
a
get
time?
there.
Okay. I was gonna say, could we do kind of like a time warp thing? Like, we actually came here like an hour before they left, or hour after they left, or something.
You don't have a way to do that.
Something weird like that.
But, what you notice when you arrive at the house, at the farm, is that the car, you see the car that, the army truck that the butler mentioned. The army truck will be completely empty and nobody will be there. There will be
Loretta's purse.
Loretta's purse, yes, will be over there. Maybe the book that she had that she said she left over there in the car.
Probably Tommy's guns as well.
Maybe. And roll spot hidden.
Hello?
Yeah.
Spot hidden.
Spot hidden.
Spot hidden. Hey!
Alright, so you notice that the house, it's broken in half. Like there's literally two halves of the house, and the front door area all the way to the back, that whole line that goes in the middle of the house is all broken out, completely destroyed. It looks almost as if something just broke out of the house somehow, but you can't really tell what.
What's this? There's some sort of fiend. Maybe an earthquake-causing fiend.
I don't know, but I'm a bit out of breath.
Quickly! Into the vehicle! And he's going to try and just lob you into the back of the vehicle.
Ah!
And at that point, you see the other group coming back. And they come back, and clearly Timothy is very, very surprised to see you. He hasn't looked at the house yet because he's coming from behind the house, so he wouldn't have seen all that yet. So he comes and says, "Oh, gentlemen, welcome to the Olaris farm. Are you also newcomers?"
My name is Tommy Fist. And
Oh.
I am the greatest hero upon this earth.
Oh, another gentleman named Tommy. That's such a coincidence. I am
My friend.
Timothy O'Leary, and I own this farm with my mom. My mom, she normally stays over there in the house, and when he points at the house, he sees what you saw. That the house is it's like broken in half, that something just got out. And he's like, "Oh no, this is very bad." And he's like, "Oh my God,
Oh, yeah.
what just happened here? What did you guys do?"
I'm not sure. But
Just happened.
you should probably call a contractor.
Did you guys do that to my house?
I am powerful,
Hey.
but I'm not that powerful.
I'm too tired just getting here.
Maybe
What's this?
maybe I can ask this. Maybe I can ask this other gentleman and the lady that were around here that they decided to stay in the car. Have you seen them around?
No. Who was here? You said there was a Tommy. Is it by any chance my friend Tommy?
I don't know if he is your friend or not, but there was somebody named Tommy and a lady, a very heavy smoking lady, um,
Loretta!
that came with this gentleman, and ultimately I offered everybody a hayride around the farm, and this gentleman agreed to come, but I guess Loretta and Tommy decided that they were not feeling very, very good, so they were gonna stay in the car, and so we left, and we just got back, so we don't know much of anything. So I was wondering if
Oh,
maybe
wait,
you've seen them
did
around.
Tommy Fist... Oh.
What?
Did Tommy Fist put me in the car?
I did.
Loretta's purse! She's been kidnapped!
We must find the fiend who took your loved one.
Well, how do we know that she's been kidnapped? How do we know that anything happened to her? I mean, we were just here. I mean, we just left on the hayride maybe 2 hours ago, so. And I haven't heard anything. I haven't heard anything either. But you guys have not seen anything? You have not seen them maybe walking? Maybe they decided to walk away for some reason instead of driving the vehicle?
Loretta wouldn't leave her purse. That's where she holds all of her priceless items.
Look in the purse.
Money! And a book?
Read the book. It might have clues.
It just talks about crows. Which gives me an idea.
Crows? He says, this is very, very strange.
It must be my arch nemesis, Dr. Crow.
Dr. Crow? Yes, I don't think
I
I've
beat
heard.
him back in Tijuana. I suplexed him into getting the championship. He must want it back.
Tijuana. Huh. I don't think I don't think I've ever been there. But sounds
He must have
very.
kidnapped my compadre and his lover for the sake of getting his belt back. We will meet in the circled ring, in the squared ring, and fight.
I'm sorry, did you say a belt back?
Yes. Can you not see my golden belt? It's proof that I am the champion.
The champion of what?
At this point, he just breaks out. I'm the Luchador Wrestling Corporation World Champion.
Oh. Well, it sounds very, very impressive. I'm just not necessarily sure as to what a luchador is, but it sounds like really, really fun.
It is not fun. It is a quest for heroes. It's a quest to be the best possible in the world.
Oh, I see. And are you the best?
That is what the belt symbolizes. I have overcome all adversaries. Dr. Crow, the Haymaker.
Well, we make hay over here. If
Are you friends with the Haymaker? If so,
well, I know the Jeffersons from 2 towns down, south, and they do make hay. I mean, they could be considered haymakers.
Edward, my good friend, my new compadre, my tag team member in this match of life. What are we
I
going to do?
barely know you.
The greatest of tag teams have formed from little known people.
and Evan and Dan and Red Apple. All of them are very disconcerted right now that they don't understand. But they say, well, you know what? We're here with the FBI. We're kind of taking it upon ourselves to come and see what's going on here. So we'll welcome you to join us in our quest to find out exactly what happened.
Ah, yes, you must be Mackie, the tag team partner to my friend.
Yes, he says. So,
Have you seen Loretta?
actually, yeah, we did. Last time we seen Tommy and Loretta, they decided to stay here in the car because they wasn't feeling very, very well, and Evan just winks at you. Who goes there?
Hey,
Okay, burn a tree.
my dog.
So Evan winks at you when you say when he says that they were supposed to stay in the car because they were not feeling well. To see if you get the hint.
Winks at who?
What, you guys?
Should I do like a spot hidden or an intelligence check?
Yeah, you can do. Well, you would have seen it because you will be definitely looking at him. So
Okay.
So yeah, you can do a. I don't think an intelligence check. I will do a language check.
Okay.
Maybe that would. All right. So at that point, you figured out that them staying back was possibly something premeditated. I mean, obviously, you're not going to know the details right off the bat, but you will know. You will understand that there was something going on, some sort of reason as to why they decided to stay back. That's as much as you will get from that.
How long were you gone?
Well, I don't know, because we all were talking over there by the barn, and then this nice gentleman, Mr. O'Leary, decided to give us a hayride for a tour of the farm, because he was mentioning how big the farm is, that it will be almost impossible to just do it quickly enough on foot. But then the weirdest thing happened, because Loretta said that she wasn't feeling good, that she was not really into rides, and then Mr. O'Leary decided to stay back to keep her company. I mean, maybe they were liking each other, who knows?
How long was this ride?
We were
God,
going
I need
about
to
2
work on
hours. Probably an hour.
2 hours.
An hour and 40 minutes, 2 hours. Yeah.
And they knew it would take 2 hours.
Well, what do you mean?
Did they know the hayride was going to take so long?
Yeah. The Timothy, the farm owner, says, well, yeah, I mean, I told everyone that we should do a hayride because, the farm is too big. And I let everyone know and be well aware that it was going to take a while. When they said that they want to stay in the car, I said, hey, you know what, this is not going to be something quick. But ultimately everybody had their minds set on the fact that they were not very very comfortable riding on horse and cars. So Loretta said she was gonna stay back reading some sort of literature that she's into. Evan says, and Tommy said that he was gonna keep her company.
Oh.
So at this point, Timothy says, "Oh my goodness, the house!" And he just starts walking towards the house. He's like, "What just happened? I hope everybody's safe, Mama." He just runs towards the house.
What part of the house is broken? Is it part
The
of the
front.
house that has his supposed mom in there?
Well, you don't know. You need to get close and see it.
Oh, I mean, oh, okay, that's true. I'll give you that.
So ultimately, everybody starts running towards the house, and once they get to the house, Timothy just falls to his knees and says, "Oh my goodness!" He's sobbing, crying. "What happened here? My mom!" So he just runs in, and you see him run upstairs. And you see that the whole destruction comes from upstairs, down, and out. And Timothy just says, "I just don't understand what could have happened here." Just screaming from up there. And Evan says, What does this two do? What did they get into?" So Timothy finally comes out. And he says, "Oh, I don't know what happened. My mom is gone. I wonder if these two people kidnapped my mother." "Are you kidnappers? Is that what you were here for? To kidnap my mom because my farm is doing too well? You just want to see us out of business? Is that it?"
I want to do a psychology check.
Okay. And you notice that he's visibly nervous. He doesn't sound super honest, but at the same time, it could be also the fact that his house just got destroyed, his mom is gone, but he obviously doesn't sound necessarily as concerned about the mom, or about the reasons as to how that whatever happened. Mainly, he's more concerned as to where his mom is at, and how, and where's everybody else. Because now he will start asking, okay, so we need to find out this Loretta lady and this Tommy guy. Make sure that they're okay. That they didn't. I guess there was some sort of earthquake or something that happened.
So first he claimed that Loretta, that like we all are potentially trying to kidnap his mother. Now he just said that he wants to know if Loretta and Tommy are safe. So he's all over the board.
What's up, Evan?
Hey, what's up? I thought we started at 8.
No. On Sundays we start at 7 to 9, and then 8 to 10 is on Thursdays. So far, um, them other two investigators arrive at the scene while you guys were on the hayride, because apparently they knew their previous characters and they were already arranging to come assist them in whatever they needed. When they arrived, you guys were gone on the hayride, and Loretta and what's the name? Oh, and Tommy. Loretta and Tommy are gone too. So ultimately, when they arrive, okay. So ultimately, when they arrive to the when you guys come back from the hayride, the Timothy starts talking to them, and eventually he realizes that the house, it's pretty badly damaged now. It has a crack, a huge crack in the middle that goes from the front door almost to the back, and very large too. And then Loretta and Tim and Tommy don't seem to be anywhere. Also, the destruction seems to be coming out of the room. After he went to check, you guys can clearly see that the destruction, by looking, seems to be coming from the stairs out of the house. So it's almost like something destroyed the house, coming down the stairs and getting out. So right after that, Timothy got out of the house and said that everybody should try to find Loretta and Tommy to make sure that they are okay, and to make sure that they are not the ones that they did that to his house while he was gone on the hayride with you guys. Hello?
Hello? I'm sorry?
Yeah. Did you hear all that?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Cool.
All right. So
Okay.
where do we go from there?
What do you
You
think,
must
guys?
be. You want to go first?
Well, remember, Evan, too, that last time you guys decided to go on the hayride because their previous
Yeah.
characters were thinking about breaking into the house, and eventually they did, and they got eaten.
Yeah, so I guess we need to go find them, because we don't know that they're dead.
You must be Mackie. You are the tag team partner of my good friend, Tommy Feds, correct?
That's me. Any friend of Fed's is a friend of mine. Welcome to the team. The party of stalwart adventurers, as it were.
At the time you're looking at him, he is literally as my picture defined. He is not wearing a shirt, he's wearing a paper mask.
You seem like a perfectly reasonable individual, and I'm glad to have you as part of our team of investigators. I'm sure it will go swimmingly, and we won't. Nothing will happen. We won't regret at all having you with us.
It will definitely not.
Nothing
you
ever
won't.
happens.
I am the champion of the world. I am nothing but useful upon this.
Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it.
This man is Edward Bow.
Nice
He
to
is my
meet you,
new
Eddie
friend
boy.
and tag team partner.
He just pulled me a few miles just to get here. But have you seen Loretta?
Can't say that I have. Not since the last time I saw Tommy. But don't worry about it, Eddie boy. I'm sure they're fine. Tommy can handle himself. I'm sure he'll take care of your little lady friend. Sure, they'll both be just fine. Let's go meet up with them.
Okay.
You think they've gone back to the house?
Yeah, I think they said they were gonna poke around and see if they could find anything.
Wait, are you saying this out loud for the kid to hear?
We can obviously pull away a bit. Blue puddle, guys. Blue puddle.
So Timothy says,
Blue puddle.
Timothy says, hold on, they were gonna stay around and check what?
Huh? Oh, never mind. I said that they were gonna sneak off somewhere and poke around. It's a euphemism from up north. It means that they're gonna have sex.
Yes.
That
They're
does
gonna-
sound like my good friend.
They've always wanted to do it in the barn, you know.
Yes, that's
one of
what
their fantasies.
that's what that means.
Oh, okay. Very well.
They must be out there doing it somewhere. We just have to find them.
Yeah,
That is
that was a close one,
definitely.
guys.
At this point, Tommy Fist is going to put his arm around Edward Bow and go, I'm sorry to hear about what your lover was doing with my friend.
Well, who can resist Tommy Feds?
She wasn't my lover. She was my librarian.
Well, not anymore. She's not.
You wanted her to be, though.
Oh,
And Timothy says, wait, hold on, what do you mean not anymore, she's not?
Well, I mean, now once you've had Tommy Feds, you never go back eds.
Okay, well, I am sorry, but I need to call the police. I need to be able to find out exactly what happened to my mother, and as you may understand,
What do you mean? Is his
You're-
mother missing?
my mom is not in her room any longer.
She's not? Well, that's strange.
Wait, has he already checked the house out?
Yeah, I thought he was with us. He went to the house already?
oh.
Yeah,
So he ran ahead to check, and then he ran back.
Okay.
yeah.
And there was...
Oh,
Huh. That's
so he
very
didn't
strange.
see actually on there too.
The
Can we? Has anyone done psychology check to make sure that was he lying when he did see?
yeah, he
his mother
Jake did a psychology test.
Well, in that case,
Oh,
think
I
maybe-
did a psych check though only on if he was like how he was reacting. Nothing about like if he actually knows about his mom or not.
Maybe we should call the police then to see if we can find any sign of Tommy and Loretta. It'd be good to
Okay.
get some backup here to help us find them.
So, with the well, no, but you already rolled the psychology check before, Jake. So
Yeah, but
ultimately,
that wasn't about like if the mother was.
right. So ultimately, you guys. So Timothy says, "Okay, I'm gonna. You know what? Let's not make it more complicated. I know this farm very well. I am pretty sure I'm gonna be able to locate my mom. And you guys look very, very tired from searching and being on the tour with me. And I know that you guys are tourists, so you guys probably should be heading back to the mansion. And I'll just be happy to keep you guys updated and I'll call the cops ultimately if I just can locate my mom. It'll be alright.
Nonsense. We can help you find your mom. And wait here for the cops.
That is just
Find
too
your
much
missing
to ask
mother.
for such great and beautiful souls like yourselves that that obviously are busy and have many more important things to do than just sticking around here when in all honesty I don't mean to be rude, but ultimately I will not be able to entertain you any longer as obviously other things have happened, so I would much rather you guys go.
I'll say, wait. Actually, what did you just say?
I would much rather
He's
you
trying to
guys
shoo
just
us out of the house.
well out of the property.
I'm afraid that's out of the question. A federal agent is missing. We're not going anywhere until we locate him.
Who was the federal agent missing?
Army feds. Our
Well,
associate Tommy.
well, that's why I said that you guys can simply get going, and I'll be happy to search for him and keep you updated as soon as I find him. I'm sure I'll find him in no time. I know this property.
Now. I'm afraid we'll be staying. We're not going anywhere until we locate our missing agent. I'm sure you understand.
Well,
Are we
okay,
near the kitchen?
fine. So where else do you want to look besides, obviously, as you can see, everything is just open besides in the house, and the house is all destroyed. So obviously they're not in there.
The house is destroyed?
Well, the house
Parts of
is it's pretty much open in half.
But how did that happen? Did we see how that happened? Like, the
Nope,
house
you
is, like,
didn't see how that happened. But if
Oh.
you guess that whatever was in there and ate the two previous investigators got out of the house and escaped, you're guessing it right.
Okay, well, yeah, if the house is, I missed that the house was destroyed. If the house is destroyed, then yeah, we definitely should call, like, the police and the fire department.
I mean, the house is not completely destroyed, but it's like it's pretty
It's like
bad.
massive structural damage. Yeah,
Yeah.
let's call everybody.
Oh,
call the
are we in there?
The fireman.
All
Are
right.
we in the kitchen?
No, you're outside the house right now.
Oh, okay. We never went inside.
You never went inside. You only saw him going up the stairs, and you saw how the damage seems to be coming from the top floor all the way out and out of the house.
So
So-
how were we able to see him go upstairs if we're outside?
The house is, like, destroyed. It's, like, ripped open.
Are,
Yep.
could we see like from the outside any like wounds or like any like traces? Not traces, but like.
You
Blue or
do
anything
see
like that?
traces of blood on the stairs.
Ugh.
Oh,
Oh,
There are some
can I
traces.
see the kitchen?
There are some traces of blood. There is also some goo that is hard to identify. But there just seems to be like some sort of goo that is almost like a very dark type of saliva, if anything, but very gooish.
There be goo on the steps.
Can I see the kitchen from here?
No, you're gonna see the kitchen from
Okay.
If I put him on my shoulders, can he see it?
there. No, he'll need to go inside the house to see the kitchen.
Okay.
Because the kitchen was completely off from when the creature got out, so the creature would just have left the house in a straight line. And I'm saying that only because everybody obviously knows that there was a creature. Consider that your characters died that way. So
Well, everybody who's dead knows.
exactly.
Yeah.
No, but I'm
So
talking
if
about
none of
mainly
us
as
know.
mainly. I'm talking about as players, not as characters.
Okay.
Creature,
I
that's
know.
preposterous. What do you mean by creature exactly?
Well, no, nobody said anything about
Like a
creature.
pet?
No, in Timothy says no. The only one that was in the house was my mom.
yes.
We must look for your mom. She is probably hurt. There's blood over there.
Yeah, we need to call in backup. figure out what did this to the house. It must have been a gas explosion or something, I guess.
I have a feeling that that this has been the terrorists, maybe.
Terrorists.
Yeah, competing farms
Is that
from
even
down
in
south.
Ah,
Competing farms
Well, they
from
have-
down south that are trying to take our business, put us out of
they
business.
have kidnapped your mother.
It seems that way, yeah, and they heard it apparently. Look at that blood on the stairs.
Well, we're
Are there
gonna.
any going out?
Maybe your comrades kidnapped my mom because you're secretly trying to keep my farm.
That's absurd. We're federal agents. We would never do such a thing. But we're going to call
My
the sheriff.
compadre is a good man.
We're going to call the sheriff. We're going to call the state police. We're going to call Washington. We need to get reinforcements in here.
Sounds like you're gonna
Get to the
call
bottom of
everybody.
this. You better bet your bottom dollar that we are. One of our own is missing.
Almost like
Pull
you're
out
gonna
all
have
the
a party.
stops. Uncle
You're
Sam
gonna
is
have
going
a
to pull out all
party.
the stops.
I whip.
All night long.
The Door Wrestling Corporation.
All of them too. Yeah, we'll get the luchadors in here. Get the FBI in here. We'll get everybody in here. We'll get to the bottom of this.
If
Should we
people
bring
get
the library
hurt, I
association?
can... Oh god, that sucked.
What?
Oh,
Oh, somebody else said something.
Oh, Edward was just saying. Jake was just saying something. If people
oh,
get hurt.
yes.
No, but I thought that while
hurt,
Jake
I
was
can
talking,
heal.
that someone else said something too.
Yeah, somebody else was talking. Yeah, you.
What was
I just
that?
mentioned, are you going to bring the library association with you?
Well,
Yeah, we'll get them in there too. Why not? We're
you,
rolling deep.
the new guys wouldn't
That
know
was
anything about
Loretta.
anything yet. They would only know that they have heard that Timothy said that Loretta was going to stay last time in the car reading her book because she didn't like rides, and that Tommy decided to keep her safe, staying back with her.
Right.
So, what's the plan, fellas?
We're calling the sheriff and the state police and the
All right.
FBI.
So the sheriff,
Well, is he going to let us into the house to do that?
he
Wait, does the house
says,
have a phone?
so he says,
Oh wait, it's a successful farm, I'm pretty sure.
Timothy says, "Oh, give me just a second," and goes inside and he calls the police. And in within a few minutes, the sheriff arrives. And the sheriff arrives riding a bicycle, and he says, "Gentlemen, I wasn't expecting you to find. I wasn't expecting to find you over here. What is happening? What did you guys do?" He sees the house like halfway destroyed.
First of all, Sheriff, why would you assume that we did something? That seems pretty bizarre.
You know what?
Really?
You're totally right. It might have been those two good for nothing that I fired this morning.
You know, that's a good point, Sheriff. That never even occurred to me. The owner of the farm seems to think it might have had something to do with business rivals of his. Thinks they might have sabotaged the farm, but even more concerning than that is his mother apparently is missing, and so is my associate Tommy Feds and his girlfriend Loretta.
Oh, so two of your party members are goners now, huh? That's
Yeah,
very
two of my-
very odd.
Two of my fellow stalwart adventurers have gone missing,
Yeah.
as well as the mother of the resident farmer here.
Oh,
I don't know if this was a gas explosion or some sort of a bomb attack or what. But I think we better get the fire department out here. Maybe get the state police. We have a
And,
federal agent missing, so we're gonna need backup.
And the sheriff's like, no, definitely we gotta call the. You Mackie, you should definitely get in touch with the FBI. Maybe let them know that you were investigating over here, and a fellow federal agent, has disappeared. I'm sure when they ask you what were you doing here, that obviously you are, you were
We were just on
investigating something
vacation.
related. So you're fine.
We were just on a vacation, and then this happened suddenly.
Oh, okay. Well,
I think it's safe to say the vacation's over now, but it might take some time for federal reinforcements to get here. So I'd appreciate it, Sheriff, if you'd go ahead and call the state police. I mean, after you had to fire those two bozos the other day, I guess you don't really have any
Well,
other officers.
You're right. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna call them out. They need to get here, look at the scene of the crime, and find out what happened to his mom and the farm. Ultimately, we all know how much every single person in town appreciates this farm. This is our source of life. So he says, I will be around. I mean, he looks around a little bit and then he says, I'm going to be leaving now. I'm going to go call the state police, filing a report. And whenever you guys are ready, you can contact the FBI and let them know. So he gets on his truck and leaves. I mean, on his truck, on his bicycle. On his bicycle. He gets on his bicycle and starts pedaling out. And all of a sudden you hear gunshots. Go ahead and roll spy hidden.
Okay.
Weird gunshots?
Yep.
Coming from where?
So you see that the sheriff apparently is taking shots at two people that are running. In close inspection, when you focus your view on them, you notice that they are wearing police uniforms, and the sheriff is trying to stop them to interrogate him, as he is pretty sure he's seeing the deputies, and he's yelling at them.
All right. Can I? Actually, I probably don't have my rifle since I went on the hayride.
It's probably in the back of the truck with.
Yeah. Do I have
Tommy.
time to?
No, you wouldn't
grab my
have. You
rifle?
wouldn't have time. They'll be gone by then.
All right.
I guess I'll help you. I'll just bring out my gun, aim for the leg.
So,
How
Alright.
could it be
I
the-
don't know if I mentioned this before, but I do pocket Loretta's money.
Huh.
all right. So,
Oh, did you take the book as well?
Yes.
So Timothy says, well, fellas, I'm going to wait for the police to come. So if you guys want, you're welcome to go. I mean, there's really not much more to do over here. I appreciate meeting you guys. I appreciate you coming for the ride. I'm sorry about the turn of events. I'm hoping I can find my mom soon because, I love her very much and she's very important to me. And it's been nice to meet you.
Good to hear that you're doing okay. Come on, Edward, let's go. And he's going to grab Edward by the arm and start running down the street again towards the mansion.
And you see that Timothy
Not
sits down.
again.
And you see that Timothy goes inside of the house as you guys are leaving. And eventually he comes out as you guys are pulling back on the truck. He comes out, he sits down, and he just pours himself some lemonade and eats a pie while drinking the lemonade. And waves at you. He's like, bye!
Well, come on, Artie boy. Let's get in the truck and follow him.
Who are you gonna follow?
The Tommy Fists and what's his name?
Edward.
Well, but they don't have a
Edward
car,
Allen.
so you're gonna be
Oh.
following them. They walked
we're
all the way
not-
over
I'm-
there.
Well, he grabbed him and he's like dragging him along while running. So let's
Yeah.
just get in the truck and slowly follow them.
Okay. All right, so you start following them. And eventually, you get behind them, and you see them running.
Slowly following while they're running.
You guys finally
I
get to the
want
house.
in the truck.
You need to strengthen up my tag team partner. You need to strengthen that legs.
You guys get finally to the house, and the butler is like, "Oh, good sirs, I think that I'm so glad that you have met Mr. Tommy Luchador or something, and the Loretta's friend."
Mr. Fists to you, sir.
Well, yeah, they came looking for Loretta and for Tommy, and they were not here, so I sent them over there to the farm. Did you manage to get that meat you were looking for? He looks at Tommy.
Did you get that? What I was looking for?
Meat.
No.
You want meat?
I do
remember.
need the protein though. Oh wait, I forgot to do something. If I'm going into the house,
Yeah.
I failed my backflip into the house.
No. You rolled it twice. The first one succeeded.
Oh, okay. I backflip into the house and go, Luchador!
And the butler just is looking at you like confused, like, what? And then he says, well, it is very nice to have you back. I see that you have managed to find your comrades that you were looking for today.
These are not my compadres.
Oh,
My compadre tag team member is here,
tag team?
but not my compadre.
I'm afraid two of our associates have gone missing. I'm going to have to use your phone to contact the bureau right away.
Well, yeah, and also make sure you contact John Murphy and you let him know. John is going to want to know of this turn of events. I mean, ultimately, remember that you guys are staying here at the house because you're working for him.
Of course. Is Mr. Murphy here? Is he available right now?
No, he is in Arkham, but you can call him.
All right, yeah, I'll go ahead and do that first.
And I just want to rest on a couch.
Okay, so before we get anywhere else, so Loretta was reading the book for 2 days now, and unfortunately that went to
Yeah.
crap. So who's gonna be reading the book now?
I mean, I would.
Probably Edward, yeah.
Okay, so you know that you're realizing that you're starting from zero, right?
Yeah, I know. Everybody would be starting from zero.
Right. Okay. So the butler does say, gentlemen, we have received this package with some very strange chemicals in it that the lady had requested me to ask for to Mr. Murphy.
Perhaps they were on steroids. But we do not use enhancers in this group.
Enhancers in the 1920s?
Yeah, they were about.
It was more junk science, though.
Mm.
Like bull testosterone or
Yeah.
He says, "Well,
tiger.
I am not sure that this are.
eel.
I'm not sure that this can be considered steroids, but this is the list that Miss Loretta gave us, and we were just able to get all the items that you needed. Will you be needing anything else?
You need a lab to do it, to make it? A lab, but like equipment? Looking at the recipe?
Well, she needs to start reading the book and figure out what the recipe is.
Does somebody who, like,
I've seen the
does
recipe.
somebody who's been alive know about this recipe at least so they can fill us in?
Yeah, I have. I just
Okay.
flipped to the recipe page and like see like the steps up to tutorial.
Well, yeah, you will be able if you roll a successful library use, I guess.
I thought I already read the book along. Not read the book, but like.
Well, he
like
found the recipe first, but then I decided to. Then Loretta decided to read the whole book.
Okay.
So yeah, he had the
Fine.
recipe the first time.
Okay, go ahead and roll medicine.
Oh shit. Me? Can't I just like show it to them and like
Well, you can show them where the page is.
pages? Yeah. Here can. Let's all work together. Let's do a group project, guys. Come on, guys. Let's all and put in our
Okay.
This is all I can contribute.
It's fine. I got it. I have medicine knowledge. I can do this. I'm playing him a lot older. I just realized I only made him 38. But he is like not good in shape or size. Strength or size, so
Well, he will be by the end of this.
Hold on, who passed medicine?
Huh?
Somebody
I
passed.
did.
Wow. Okay. So you look at the list and you say, "Oh yeah, I know how to combine this, whatever." And after a good 20 minutes, you come up with a couple with I don't know. Let's say go ahead and roll 1d10.
Please be a decent roll. I just realized I could have clicked on something.
You come up with 10 bottles.
Hey!
10 bottles of that concoction that you just made. That based on the book, it allows you to make invisible things visible.
While he's doing that, I'm doing Pilates. 66 of them, to be precise.
And the butler says, would you be needing mail company tonight?
Okay.
But
No
All right.
thanks, I have books. I don't need any letters.
so what's the plan now?
Yeah, no thanks, I have books. I don't need any letters. So I'll be fine. Mail. Post.
All right. So what's the plan, fellas?
What time of the day is it, first of all? Like the morning, not morning, but is it night yet?
Well, unfortunately, this turn of events would have required you to spend a lot of time over there at the farm. So yeah, it would be like almost nighttime by now.
We must rest.
Yes.
Tomorrow's gonna be one hell of a day.
All right, so you guys go to rest, and you guys
Oh,
eat.
before
whatever.
resting, I try to talk to like people without Tommy Fist there. Whatever you do, can you make sure I get in the car? I don't want to walk again.
Well, run.
Run again.
How are you supposed to be that fella's tag team partner if you can't even run from A to B?
I barely know him.
Look, kid, that's no way to be. That's no way to be part of a team. If you want to, you really want to make it in that business, you gotta become like a, gotta be like a brother to your tag team partner. And I haven't wrestled since high school, but I mean, you gotta bond with each other, and you gotta work hard. You know, that's the only way to get ahead.
Then why won't you be able to show me how? And I'll watch from the car.
Look, old timer, I'm
Oh,
not
I
the one
gotta
who wants
fast-
to be I'm not the one who's trying to become a member of a tag team. All right, I'm a federal agent.
I fast talked. Does that count for anything?
I mean,
I'm not
my
really
guy,
sure how you can use fast talk in this instance.
yeah, I mean, my guy doesn't want to be a wrestler.
Yeah, but I'm
Maybe
trying
your
to
guy
fast
doesn't
talk you
either.
into being the wrestler instead. I never.
Well, that's absurd. I'm a federal agent. I can't also be a wrestler, or can I?
Nice.
So, all right. So you guys rest, and the next morning you wake up, you have your breakfast, whatever. What's the plan?
To work off these calories.
Oh, dang.
I've wasted my only good roll of the night.
I'd say.
At this point, the phone rings, and the butler just comes to the room and says, "There's a phone call for Mr. Mackey."
All right, I will answer it.
All right. So it says, "Mackey, this is the director of the FBI. I understand that you were on vacation earning some extra money, and unfortunately, one of the investigators went missing."
Well, that's right, sir. But how did you know that?
Well, because
I
state
didn't get a chance to call
state police went to investigate, and apparently they found some very disturbing things going on that I need you to look into. Turns out that when the police went to look into things, they have found out that something got out of the house. Something came out
Got
of that
out of the house.
Something came out of the house that caused that destruction, and nobody can tell what it is. Turns
You
out
think it wasn't a
that
bomb?
I'm not sure it was a bomb. I was told that there were traces of some sort of goo and some sort of gooish type saliva type thing, and ultimately, apparently, when they traced that out into the woods, they have found out that there was also goo and stuff like that on the woods. There's many broken trees and a lot of damaged wildlife in the forest based on the pictures and images I've saw and things I've been told. So, Mackie, I need you to look into that. I need you to find that other FBI agent. And I need you to tell me exactly what the heck is going on.
All right, we'll do our best to get to the bottom of it. Director. Can we expect any reinforcements other than the state police?
For what?
I don't know. I mean, apparently there's some sort of a large animal or some. Well, I mean, I guess it must be an animal that escaped from the house. So
Tell you what,
apparently these
Mackie.
people have.
Tell you what, Mackie.
Apparently-
You find out exactly what it is. Don't engage. Just find out what it is, and then let me know, and I will send you as much reinforcements as I'm capable to.
All right. Well, thanks for.
I cannot send you an army
Director.
right now when we don't know anything yet.
All right. Well, seems like they probably have. I don't know, some sort of a exotic animal business. Like they're illegally smuggling elephants or something. Who knows? We'll get to the bottom of it.
At this point, I don't know what to think. I need my FBI agents to do their job and find out exactly what's going on. By the way,
All right. Well, we'll
Mackie.
get back to you.
I know you mentioned you were on vacation. But why were you in that town? Why vacation in that town? Why not anywhere else?
Well, there's this fella, Mr. What's his? Is it
Murphy.
Morgan? Well, there's a Mr. Murphy who actually offered us $1,000 each to come here and look into why people have been disappearing.
He bribed
Figured
you?
we could. No, not at all. Not at all. It's just a legitimate private investigation job on the side while we're on vacation.
I see. And that's how you decided to take it and end up in the middle of this?
Yep, so it would seem. It seemed like it would be an easy, quiet job, and now looks like it's blown up and the vacation is well and truly over.
Alright, Mackie, keep me in touch, please.
Alright, we'll get back to you soon, hopefully.
Oh, excuse me. Alright, so what's next? What's the plan? Thank you. What's the plan?
So, I'm mainly going to be reading the book. Unless somebody needs me to go, I'll just be reading the book.
You should be working out with your tag team partner.
What? Tag team partner? I barely know you.
I told you, great things come from people that don't know each other.
How about him? I point to...
You're gonna have
I
to
point to
fix not
Mackie.
knowing each other before you get into the ring. That's no way to face down your opponents in the Luchador World Championship, not even knowing each other.
I am a psychologist.
Yes, you can use brain games to defeat our opponents.
That could be part of your gimmick. Be the Brainiac.
That could be part of your gimmick.
I'm not the one who's part of a tag team duo. You're talking crazy.
Although you can be. And I wasted all my good rolls.
I don't know. Gee,
I have faith in you.
could I really be a Luchador World Champion?
You could
Wow.
become my tag team partner. You were once my friend, my compadre, Fed's tag team partner. You could become mine. We could avenge it together.
Gee whiz.
No, it's finished. Good.
I'd have to finish this investigation first, but maybe I could become a law enforcement themed luchador.
I love the idea that if your
Walk around without a
character
shirt and everything.
retires,
Maybe some sort of maybe some sort of a red, white, and blue uniform. I could call myself like Colonel America or Lieutenant America or something. I could have like a shield that's like red and white, with like a white star or something like that.
Corporal America.
Captain United States.
Captain United States.
Either Captain United States or Major America or something like that.
Corporal America.
FBI agent by day, luchador by night.
Luchador by night. Anyway, let's get on with the investigation. But we'll hash out the specifics of my luchador career later.
All right. So what's the plan?
What is the next? I don't know. I guess we go talk to the police. Go talk to the state police or something and see what they learned, and then go find the monster and get eaten by it.
Well, we need the book. Like, not to metagame, but we need him to read the book and get the spell.
It's gonna take like a couple of weeks, right?
Just a week.
week.
Okay. Well, I guess in the meantime, let's go talk to the state police.
Yeah.
We'll leave him here to read the book.
All right.
Keep it as uninterrupted as possible.
Yeah.
Or he can
I'll
just
read the book here, and if you need me, and please let me read the book unless you really need me. I keep on forgetting my character's only like 30, what? 38?
Sounds like 70, like 80 something.
I know. I keep on remembering people playing Poe as him like having a wavering voice. Also, he's like, my character's puny, so.
That's because you won't do your strengthening exercise with your new friend and your compadre.
All right. So you decide to go see the guys at the FBI. And I mean the guys, the federal agents. Sorry, and they're all still at the house because the house is a crime scene now, even though it is on the farm. So the area where the house is cannot be, nobody can be there. However, the rest of the farm is still open for work, and ultimately, Timothy is there too, and ultimately you guys arrive, and Timothy welcomes you. He's like, "Oh, guys, you're back. Wow, this became a mess, didn't it?"
Any news on your mother? Have you managed to save her?
No. Luckily for me, I mean, I can only think what would have happened if I was at the house. I mean, I don't know exactly what happened to my mom. I'm hoping to find her, but I was lucky enough that, for the longest time I've been sleeping in the barn. So,
Well, that seems like an odd reaction. Your mother's missing. Your house is destroyed, and you say you're happy you weren't here. I think most people whose mothers were kidnapped like this would say they wish they had been there, so they could have done something about
I
it.
don't think my mommy was kidnapped. I think something bad happened to her because of all the blood that was over there on the stairs.
Do you think your mother's been murdered, and you're saying that you're glad you weren't here?
Because I would have
That's
been
an even
murdered
stranger
too.
reaction.
I would have been murdered too, or something worse. I don't know what happened to my mom. I would love
You
to
have
find
insurance
out.
on your mother? You have insurance on your mother, on your house?
I do not.
Got a nice big insurance policy you're looking to reap in, maybe?
I
Have you
do
got
not,
rid of-
sir. I do not. I
Have you get rid
love
of a
my
couple of
mom.
witnesses?
I love my mom, and I want you guys to find out exactly what happened to Avenger. However, I am glad that it didn't happen to me. Your parents are supposed to. A son is supposed to see their parents die, not the parents supposed to see their son die.
Okay, I guess
Other way
that'll
around.
do for now. I guess I'll play it cool for now.
But he says,
This man seems very villainous. Do you think he's working with Dr.
but you know,
Crow?
ultimately, since my mommy started not feeling very well, I've been sleeping in the barn. I have had over there a bed that I installed, and you know,
That's pretty strange on its own. Your mother's sick, and you don't want to be close to her, so you can.
No,
help her
I
if
do
she
want to
needs
be
something?
close. Ultimately, I will put her to sleep, and once she fell asleep, I will
Put her
leave
to
her alone
sleep.
because I will just continue working until late, and I will hate to come back into the house and just wake her up with noises when I just could just stay over there and not wake her up at all.
Look, this what noises?
Can I try and intimidate this guy?
Why not?
Well, keep in mind that the police is there too. State police is there.
I'm with the feds, so
Well, yeah, but you are a shirtless guy in a luchador mask.
I am. Hey, I got nothing else on me. I have higher authority than everyone here. Okay, I go up to him and I'm like, "You're hiding something. What aren't you telling us? You're concerned about your mother. What is the truth?" Extreme success.
It's like I just told you I've been sleeping in the barn. I mean, I just told you the truth. I'm sorry. He says
The truth about
I am a
your
little bit
mother.
uncomfortable talking to you not wearing a shirt.
Part of my intimidation tactic. It obviously, well, it should have worked.
No. It did work. He's like.
Now,
He just tells you, very afraid of you because he's just, sir, I'm not very comfortable talking to you without a shirt. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, he says. I'll like I said, I just been sleeping in the barn not to bother my mother because I was hoping that she will recover soon.
Honey boy, take it easy. Take it easy. Don't open up a can of whoop ass on him. Take it
He's-
easy.
I'm sorry. Is he dressed like that because he's one of the gays? I promise you, I'm not. So, but
He's a,
I don't think that was a thought, though.
I assure you, he's as straight as an arrow.
my guy's gonna grapple, not hurt him, just
Oh, no.
grapple him.
no, please.
He
I
misses.
please let me go. Let me go. I'm sorry. Let me go. I promise you, I'm not one of the gays. If you're one of the gays, I'm fine with it. I mean, I'm not fine to the point that I will have some with you, but I'm fine. I know people that are like that, and I respect you and all that.
Dude, because in this current year of 1923, that's a crime.
Hey, to each their
You're
own.
saying you're
Hey.
associated with sodomites?
To each their own. I don't judge anyone. As long as they do whatever they do behind closed doors is not my
Well, Uncle
business.
Sam does judge them.
It's not for the American people to judge what.
In this current year of 1923, most people agree that we're right to arrest people for being gay. And
Oh, and he said that he's against America's too.
It
you're
is.
saying you're against America now too, huh?
No, I'm just saying that I don't think is right for the American people to judge what other American people does behind closed doors.
First you're saying you don't care about your own mother dying, and now you're saying you don't care about public decency.
I do care about my mother dying. I just don't want her to die before I just don't want to die before she does.
Maybe we should take you down to the station and put you in the pokey and see what a couple of nights behind bars does for your lax view of public morality.
And the pokey? Is that with the gays? Is he gonna be there?
That's it. You're under arrest. Put your hands behind your back.
Like, but I have to run the farm. Otherwise, the town doesn't get to eat.
Are you refusing arrest?
You're resisting arrest.
I didn't know that I had a choice. I mean, obviously, if I have a choice, I don't want to be arrested. He says.
I punch him. Actually, I steal chair him.
You just have a steel chair?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Steel chair.
For them. Alright, you throw a steel chair.
Knock him down, not to kill him or anything.
He's like, oh my god, please, don't harm me, please. And he just gets up and slowly walks in to me to like over there. He's like, oh my god, I need to sit down. And he's
No.
like, oh my god, my back is hurting so bad. He's just sitting over there. He's like, there's water for the horses right next to him, and he's like, oh, I gotta get some water.
Well, I'll tell you what. It looks like Mr. Fists here has taught you a pretty serious lesson about insulting Uncle Sam and spitting on public morality. So I'm gonna go easy on you this time and not arrest you. But you better start playing ball unless you want to go downtown for a little cage match with Mr. Tommy Fists here.
And he says, look, I get that we may be a little different here, you know. I think in one way, you think in another. You know, ultimately, I don't think that either of us wanted to see my mother dead. But I am just happy that I'm alive here. I'm not necessarily saying that I'm not. I'm happy that my mother died. I'm just happy that I'm alive. I also see that, you know, we're quite different because, you know, I'm not with the gays, and it's not my job to point out as to who's gay and who's doing it or not, and how
You
much
keep
of a crime it
flapping
is
your
or
gums
not.
like that, and I'll run you in.
Hey, if you are so much into the law, you have somebody from the gays right here. We've been talking about it all along. Do something about
Who
that.
is this gay man that you were speaking of?
This rugged specimen of heterosexual masculinity is not gay. How dare you?
How can I be gay? I am the champion of LWC.
I
Can
think
I
you
do a
should.
psychology check to see whether they're actually gay?
I think you should keep. I think you should keep him.
Check if you want,
You should
yeah.
keep an eye on him. You'd be surprised.
They're not gay. Well, no, they aren't gay.
Yeah, you're starting to
You
think
just
he's a bit
don't know.
But he says, okay,
No,
well,
it is pretty gay though. You know, I mean, his nickname is Fists. I'm starting to think he is actually pretty gay.
I'd
He says-
probably change it to Lucha.
he says, well, I'm gonna continue working. Good luck on your investigation, and please find my mother if you can. Thank you. And he just walks away.
Well, that developed
So
very
the
quickly.
Part of me wished that you'd hurt him or arrest him or kill him.
the police, state police. I was like, wow, that was quite a show, huh? And when the other one says, well, you know, things can get a little confused, and you know, different people thinking in different ways, doing different things, getting extra friendly sometimes. You know, it just happens.
Now,
But-
don't you start, officer.
But then he says, I should probably show you what we found.
All right, yeah, let's get down to business here.
And
This town seems very chill about the whole evil incarnate, which is homosexuality.
Yes.
which one of the two evils? And he says, which one of the two
Scourge of
evils?
civilization.
Which one of the two evils are you referring to? Are you referring to the homosexuality or
Twin
to
scourges of
the?
homosexuality and communism.
Oh, okay. Well, you know, let me tell you, we're not necessarily down with that, but you know, people will just leave each other the hell alone. You know.
No true American is down with either one of them.
They are both evil.
Well, I won't agree or disagree. He says, I'll just follow along. But let me show you this. And he starts walking. He's like, okay, walk with me for a moment. It's not too far down. And you see as to where the trees and forest starts right next to the farm. He says, I bet you didn't see this before. And there's a big opening, a huge opening, probably the size of a house itself by now. It's like, look, we found this, and you see that there's broken trees, broken vegetation, signs of blood, also there. Also, wet stuff, kind of like with goo again, and this black gooish saliva type. It's like, I don't know what happened, but there's something that just went through here. It seems to be heading towards the forest.
Whatever went through the house went this way, it looks like. I guess we should follow the trail.
Yeah, it sounds that way. Good luck, fellas.
Oh, we're not going alone. We're going to need a posse of men to accompany us. There could be if his mother is still alive, whoever took her might we don't know if she's alive or not, but we're going to need some backup just in case we end up in a hostage situation.
She says, "Are you implying that his mom did this to the forest?"
No, I said whoever took his mom she might still be alive, and we're going to need people to come with us in case we get into a hostage situation, in case they're holding the mom hostage.
I see.
Some explosives went up. We need your help.
Wait, what? Explosives?
The dynamite is an
Whatever
essential
caused damage
ingredient.
to the house. Whatever caused damage to the house will not be able to be taken care of by, I think, a few guys.
Well, I mean, I assume it's going to turn out that they had a pet elephant or something, or a rhinoceros. I don't know, some sort of big game creature that they used to do this. But dynamite. It's always good to have dynamite. It's universally a good idea to bring dynamite whenever you're investigating a case. I
A
find
pet
it's
elephant.
one of the rules that the Mackeys live by.
I see. All right. Well, then let's go. Let's see how far down this goes. If you're interested.
You want to round up some more men first?
Well, we got all the men that are here with us will be coming. So.
All right, let's go to it.
All right. So
We're
you
gonna
start
bring
walking.
dynamite.
You start walking, and he's like, "No, I don't think we're gonna need dynamite. We shouldn't be doing anything crazy. We're just gonna look."
All right.
I mean, there wouldn't be a point of bringing dynamite if we don't know exactly what we're doing. So
Fair enough.
they start walking, and they send some dogs also, and the dogs start barking, "Row, row, row," and they just take off, and eventually they hear the dog growling and barking really bad, whatever, and you guys get close by. I mean, when I mean you guys, I mean everybody. And you hear the dog making a noise like it got hurt, like. And
We must protect the dogs.
you see right next to you a splatter of blood drops on a tree. Not 2 seconds after, the dog falls on the foot of the tree.
Oh, fuck that.
And in the police says, "Do you see anything?"
No.
"I don't see anything either. I don't know what could be." So then
I'm
he's like,
gonna
he
stop.
makes signals with his hands, telling his other agents to just surround the area and to start walking forward in to the area.
I am going to hide, stealthily move forward.
I need power rolls. Power rolls.
My power is
Oh, I
beyond.
failed by 1.
Oh shit.
Oh.
So yeah,
Oh.
mind controlled.
So everybody
Wait, I'll-
that fails the power roll, and give me just a second because I gotta come
So,
up with the.
My being stealthed doesn't help me at all.
Well, no, you get out of the stealth, and it doesn't help you necessarily because it's an area spell, so it affects everybody regardless if you're hiding or not. So give me a sec.
Police. Such low level. Oh!
Oh. Wow.
Oh no, that's not good.
As we hear whispers.
I'll do that soon. Go.
Hello, next daughter.
Just say good night. Alright, so all these police officers that fail the power roll, eventually, including our dearest Evan, you guys continue walking towards it.
Oh.
Would you try smashing
And
them out?
those of you
Smash them
that
out?
pass the power roll ultimately manage to feel something. You cannot necessarily see anything, but go ahead and everybody roll listen.
Okay. Should I use my luck to fix it? No, that's too much. I don't have enough.
The roar of my fans has pretty much deafened me.
Oh, actually, I will use my 15 luck to get that. 4.
Oh, hold on. I forgot
Can I
about Dan.
use my luck to make that.
I forgot about Dan.
Can I try and grab Mackie and pin him so he doesn't continue walking forward?
Don't just start punching him in the face. Always works.
Nah, just grab and pin him, drag him away, try and drag him away.
Yeah,
Why
as a
won't they
wrestler.
slap me in the face while screaming at me to get a hold of myself?
Listen. Okay. So, did anybody pass the listener roll?
I used my luck to pass it.
Okay.
Yes.
So, you will hear some weird noises. You hear things moving around on the ground, almost as if they're snakes moving, slithering, but you don't really know what they are because you can't see anything. At that point,
Ooh,
you starting to see. Go ahead and roll spot hidden.
He said he was gonna grab me, and
yeah,
Who grabs you?
me.
Tommy
Go ahead
Fists.
and Go ahead and roll your strength.
Oh,
Okay.
Imagine it's low abysmal.
Oh
I'll
really?
use 11.
Okay, so
Oh,
unfortunately
okay.
you're not strong enough to get him. He's able to keep walking
Yeah,
while
Yeah,
dragging
luck
you.
on stat rolls, unfortunately. Only on
Oh.
skill.
Can I argue for brawl? Because it would be
Nope.
like a brawl. I'd be grabbing him.
No. So
This is the
ultimately,
end of Eric Mackey.
you continue walking, and for as long as you're trying to wrestle him, since he's still able to move, you're moving whatever he's going to. So go ahead and everybody roll spot
Okay.
hidden if you haven't.
If I can't stop him, I let go and I start walking away.
So
Very well.
I know that Red Apple rolls spot hidden. If anybody else wants to roll spot hidden that has not been mind controlled.
Oh, by the way, can I get the potion up on my left hand and a gun on my right hand?
Yeah, that's fine.
It's like chuck it when I see something.
Pass on my spot hidden.
Alright. You guys notice how the agents, they literally are being grabbed by something that you cannot see and just pulled up in the air, and then eventually brought close to something, and that something seems to be taking bites out of them, and one of the bodies take a bite, and half, like the head and the shoulder area is all gone, and then the rest of the body gets thrown away. Another body just gets taken out and completely smashed onto a tree until it becomes a pulp, and then it gets eaten completely.
Quick, use the potions.
The potion, yeah.
Another investigator just gets thrown out in the air. Mackie, go ahead and roll your luck.
Thank God, that's Mackey's.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh, it's late. He's gonna get hit.
All right.
Oh.
So
He's got
you are
fucking
grabbed. You are grabbed, and ultimately, he's going to do. Since you passed your luck.
I'm going to just bite my legs off. If he bites my legs off, I'm going to continue as a legless Mackie.
He does 3 points of damage, and he is biting your foot off.
Okay, well,
You can pick which foot it is.
Okay, my left foot. And I'm going to. I don't know. Should I be a wheelchair guy? Should I be Eric Wheels Mackie?
Eric Wheels.
You're only losing a foot. You can replace it with steel.
Yeah. I mean, steel toe Mackie.
Alright, so at that point, Mackie, you get thrown to the side. You don't necessarily get crucified or sacrificed, but you survive that, even though some other investigators didn't, or agents. Let's say that about 2 of the agents that totally went there managed to survive. So,
Can I?
what do you want to
With
do?
a potion?
Yeah, you can use a potion. What are you gonna do?
All I was biting it. I'm throwing the potion at the areas where it's getting bit.
Okay, so you throw the potion over there.
Yeah.
Okay. You throw the potion, and when you throw the potion, that potion, go ahead and roll throw. Okay, great. Wonderful.
Yeah.
So once you throw it, you see that it lands on the creature, and the creature becomes visible. And now I need sanity rolls from everybody.
Ah, shite.
Failed my sanity roll, probably because I've lost my foot.
Yeah, you'll be bleeding on the floor. You need medical assistance urgently. Okay, so those of you passing the sanity roll, please give me a 1d5. Those of you failing, a 1d10. Thank you.
Oh no. Alright, so yeah, I've lost my mind temporarily because of my horrible injury
fuck.
and witnessing the deaths of my fellow officers.
Out of it.
Right, so when the creature appears, obviously you know what Yog-Sothoth looks like. So that's what's there. And you notice that this creature now is about, I want to say, 15 to 20 feet tall.
Question: did any of the policemen have dynamite in them?
No. You guys didn't bring the dynamite because the police said that there was no point in bringing it without knowing exactly what you're going to do with it.
Yeah.
Policemen don't know the use of dynamite.
Okay,
So-
can I grab Mackie and run?
Well, Mike is on the floor. He cannot move.
Yeah, can I
So-
grab him?
More than one of you will have to grab him to carry him.
I'm strength set. Can I try? I'm a wrestler.
You couldn't
I'm used
tackle him
lifting
to
people
prevent
up.
him to walk.
Well, I mean,
Pardon?
can you just like pick me up on his shoulder?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
sure. Go ahead.
that's
Roll
what
your
I-
strength.
You got this. Extreme success.
Oh.
Fuck.
What sort of a tag team champion are you?
I think you're just
World champion.
So
Clearly, those matches are fixed.
maybe two people can carry Maggie out of there.
I shout, Mr. Arthur, help me.
Dan, go help carry him. Kidding, I'll go help.
Oh, actually, Dan, because you've got
Actually,
the gun now.
Dan is strong.
Okay.
I mean, I have a gun. Does Dan have a gun? I'll just shoot while Dan helps carry him.
Yep. Dan grabs
Yeah.
him and carries him out.
But Dan's
And
way
I guess
stronger
you
than
guys leave the area. And